Hello, YouTube. Been a while. It's Damo _23. Do you know who I am? Probably if you're watching this channel and going, is this actually Football Manager content? Is this one of your poker vlogs? Is this one of your other things? No. It is going to be the Football 23 beta save. Football 23. Football Manager 23. Oh, what a start. We're rusty, but it does not matter. Since we last met, I've just been playing a heap on Twitch, so links down below. Come follow me live on Twitch at Damo_23. And if you are interested in my poker content, I am strictly gone Instagram only for my poker content. You get updates, stories, you name it. That's Damo_23 there as well. All right, Football Manager 23. We haven't even opened it. I might be the only YouTube channel that's doing this. Let's all enjoy it together. I am live on stream. The boys are waiting. I'm waiting. Here we go. Load it up. Let's open up Football Manager 23 for the first time. And oh, that looks sexy. The beta save, by the way, is going to be with Brighton. All the cut screens. I'm Moise, like Moise Keane. And let's get it done. Sega, of course. Kick racing out of football, very important. But it is nice to be back with some content. We have got licensing for Europe. Oh, I cannot wait to bring a lowly ranked Valderrama National North or South League side to the Champions League this year. That is right, for the first time since FM19 and Sunderland, we are going back to Italy. Okay, England. Going back to England. We've gone and done it in Denmark. We've gone and done it in Iceland. We've gone and done it in Germany with a youth-only save. For those that watched my Fulham save, it only took us 3 seasons to win the Champions League. Have a look at how schmexy this looks. I acknowledge everything because I lie. Do I changing? Yes, I want to have that in. Okay, no dramas. Game site opted in. I don't know what it is, but sure, I am definitely older than that, considering. Can I make myself younger? I won't, but yeah. Alright, perfect. No, I know it's up to date. Okay, guys, that is your first unboxing of Football Manager 23. YouTube, this is where you're going to go away. You actually want to see everything in a Let's Play. Damo_23 on Twitch. When we come back, it's going to be the loading screen as we're going to get into Brighton. And can we do it better than Graham Potter? Let's go find out, shall we? I'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. Well, YouTube, welcome. And here we are. Brighton and Hove Albion hire myself to be manager, of course. Obviously, Roberto Di Zebri was in charge in the game as he is in real life. Obviously, we're doing the save as I'm replacing Graham Potter. In terms of some goals of the save is actually just to enjoy FM23 and its new features, and that's kind of going to be the gist of going through a few of the beta-y sort of things. Is bringing the new features, things I like, things I don't, things that I hope they improve for the main game, which comes out in about a month, just under. And then from there, obviously, just go and see what we can do. I think Brighton this year under Potter would have finished in Europe. They would have finished top 6. That's my personal opinion. Now, under the Zebri, I'm not so sure. I still think they play great attacking football. Main reason I picked them is I love watching them. They're one of the teams I put in my book every week to go, what time they're playing. I'm going to make sure I'm awake to watch it because they just play sexy football. They're aggressive. They move the ball around really well, and that's what we're going to try and implement in this save as well. Apart from that, we'll see what else we can do. And hopefully, we will be okay. There we go. Let's go into the next screen. It's the same as everything as before. And they're liking that sort of formation. I'm actually going to go something pretty similar. For those that weren't watching me on apparently Burger reckons my audio is out from my webcam. Interesting. That might be your internet. Someone else confirm that, because if it's me, I don't know why that would be. But for me, it's going to be, I'm going to be similar. I'm definitely going to be playing wing back. So I played a 2 with a holding defensive midfielder that drops in like a 3. And we're going to be setting that up in this save as well. If you haven't seen that, you're going to see that in here. But yeah, we're going to see that system as well. In terms of what they want, the players under 22, grow the club's reputation, work within the payroll, finish mid-table, be competitive. I'm going to try and keep the squad as much of the same for the first window, and then in January actually enjoy a January transfer window like we would in real life. But if the right player comes available, do it. Schedule that, yes. Intra-squad friendly, no. Coaching every month, thank you as well. Confirm that. We're going to save that as Damien, Alloy, Brighton, and Beta. And guess what? We are back, YouTube, and here we go. Now, my next point of call is we're going to cut away. I'm actually going to download the packs because I'm a stickler for the right labels and the right sort of face packs, etc. What we're going to do is we're going to do that, and then we're going to go and see what else we can do for you guys as well. Automatically override custom panels, no. I'm just going to set these up. I don't know if anyone else does this. I always go and make sure we have league table, player stats, finance, and then I switch it around a lot, but this time around, I'm actually going to go with promises, just in case there is a promise that comes around as well. Okay, so I'm going to be back in a second. I'm going to test my audio out. Burger's scaring me. He's actually just confirmed it's a false alarm. So if you ever want to be in the chat to make sure if Burger's telling you fibs, you can tell him off. Links are down below to come follow me live on Twitch. If you're excited for the beta, give me a like. Let me know who you're doing the beta with. And I'll be back with everything up to date, everything ready to go. And I'll let you know what I've done in order to get all the packs, logos, names, everything as up to date as possible. By the way, look how sexy this screen looks. Welcome back, YouTube. This is our final part. We're actually going to walk through a couple of the new features in FM and go through what the team looks like to start the season, as I'm not planning to make transfers unless the right one comes about. And then what we're going to do is in the next couple of episodes, go and touch on a few more features as well, so we can delve into a little deeper of how FM looks this year. First one that I'm really happy with is that I actually had a little bit more of a supporter base feel to the game. As you can see from here, there's a lot going on, but this is the supporters profile, which lets you know what the supporters think of you and what they're doing, and a couple of the things here are really, 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 really nice. So let's go through as well. First thing, supporters' influence on the board. Here at Brighton, it's low, which means no matter what the supporters think, the board will make their own decision regarding your future or how well the club is going. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm telling you right now, if I did a Liverpool save, this is going to be high. This is going to be 5. If you make the fans happy at Liverpool, unhappy at Liverpool, the board will probably sack you. Here at Brighton, they will probably turn around and go, well, if you're meeting our goals as a board of building something in a bit of a bigger project like Potter was doing, and it's taking its time, I don't mind. Like Palace and Vieira might have that similar feel. In terms of the fans themselves, you've got 6% here that are hardcore, and these are established. They're the most passionate. They don't care if it's 15 degrees, or minus 15 degrees and snowing. They're going to still be there topless painted with their Brighton colours on. You got your core fans who are the most, normal football fan. They pick a club, they support a club, they follow a club, they watch as many games as possible. Like myself, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'll watch as many games as humanly possible throughout a year. When I was younger, I would wake up for every game. Now, unfortunately, obviously, work, life, getting older, you can't do that as much, but I try to watch as many games live as possible, or watch them on repeat without finding a score. In terms of in England, most of these fans will go to as many games as possible, probably a season ticket holder. Family, look, they're just family supporters. They've either support the club because the family brought them up that way, or because they go as a family to go watch the games. Self-explanatory. Fair weather fans are a bit interesting, right? A fan that picks the club and wants to support the club, but they get angry without success. So, I'm trying to think fans that come across that way. Maybe United fans, Arsenal fans, old school Arsenal fans under Wenger, right, towards his end, turn on him. And then the ones that are, were going at Arteta hard. They're probably those sort of fans that, they sit there, they watch their club and say, this isn't good enough. I'm really, really upset. We need to change things. And they don't give a lot of time. What I'm trying to paint that picture. If you're one of those fans, I do apologise if I've offended you, because I don't care, because I'm going to offend some fans in a second. Corporates are your corporates, no mean to do whatever. And then 28% of the fans here at Brighton are casual fans. These are fans that either, like myself, I'm a bit of a casual Brighton fan. I pencil them in every weekend to go watch them, because they're good at football, right? I love how they play football, how aggressive they are, and I love some of their players because they're good to watch. The casual fan, though, jumps on board when they're doing well, right? They go, one of these type of fans are like this. They're the fans that 15, 20 years ago were supporting Manchester United. And then Chelsea came along and got a lot of money and started doing well. So then they went and supported Chelsea. And then now they support Manchester City. These are the casual fans. The fans that jump ship and look for success and say, I'm a fan of this club because we're winning, ha ha ha, and then the next club starts winning. Or the casual fan that is like a Ronaldo supporter that just follows one player. I don't follow a team, I follow the player. So, when Real Madrid are doing well with Ronaldo, oh yeah, I love them. Oh yeah, Man United, ha ha ha. Those fans now are stuck in the mud if you're a Ronaldo supporter, because guess what? He ain't doing much. But yeah, as Berger puts in the chat, the glory hunters of the world. Nothing against them. I'm a big believer. You pick your football club, you stick with them, and off you go. Liverpool fan myself. I picked this back in 01 because I watched the UEFA Cup final with old man. Alvarez and Liverpool. Liverpool won 5-4. Gerrard scored a screamer, or not a screamer, low driven, really good cross body keeper goal. Liverpool played outrageously well. Alvarez came back, cried at full time because Alvarez came back from 3-1 down to force extra time late, or 4-1 down, or whatever it was. Game's pretty patchy. It was 0-1. And then we scored in the 26th minute of added time, golden goal to win the UEFA Cup, and I lost it. Next day, ISS Pro Evolution 2, loaded up a new save, found out Liverpool at Merseyside Red because I found Gerrard. From then, support Liverpool. Casual fans don't have that sort of story. Casual fans go, who's winning? Oh yeah, them. And then move. I like that they've done this on this screen. I love this as well. Culture and expectations finish higher than Palace because they're the rivals, right? Become established in the Premier League. Yes, it's part of the long-term goals that the club has, and of course, what the fans have as well, and trying to make progress on and off the pitch. We both have the same sort of thing. The rest of it is pretty straightforward, but one of the features I'm going to mention is the squad planner now. You can click through and add players, ask the assistant to suggest players, and look forward to next season. So current season, we've got the free keepers. From here, you could offer a keeper out. Wouldn't do it for Sanchez, but would take you to the other screen, right? Next season, you can add players in. So it might be a guy on loan that's an 18-year-old regen 6 years down the track that you want to be part of the first team next year, but he's on loan. You can add him in here. So next season, it clicks in and he's part of the core, the players that you're looking for. And then in the season after, there you go as well. Who's still at the club, who's got some potential to still be here, etc., etc., which is nice. Expected matrix, experience matrix is just experienced players, emerging players in their peak, and people that are experienced and off they go with development on this side. As you can see, you've got Billy Gilmore here, who's fantastic. I love him in FM. Got people that are emerging, like Salcedo is one of them, which is great as well. Solly March is at his peak, with a few others as well, and Alana's probably experienced and starting to get to the end of his career. But I love this. I think this screen's fantastic, and I can't wait to utilise this screen in longer-term saves where you can actually see what do you need more of. Do you need more experienced players? It just takes away, a little bit more of the squad depth and the hierarchy sort of side of things, and you go, look at that. This breaks it down so much more. It's great. Lastly, as well, in terms of the team, that's what we have loaded up. If you haven't watched my YouTube save or my Twitch save with Fulham, 3 seasons this formation took us from being newly promoted with as much of an updated database as we had for the FM23 season. We won the Champions League in Season 3. With this formation, we have one of the best teams in world football. Season 7, where we ended that save, and I have got Lukaku, Mokoku, Ramsdale, Tossin still at the club, and I just had De Bruyne and Van Dijk retire at Fulham. So yeah, crazy. But this system, the main reason I've loaded up, is similar to how Brighton play in real life. They usually play 1 with a 2. I'm actually going to play a 2 with a 1, and I tell my halfback to drop in and pick up the ball with ball playing defence that's split, which allows me to have the wing backs play higher, and it looks like a free at the back without it being a free at the back, because last year free at the back wasn't particularly great. Who knows, free at the back this year could be better, but I'm going to load up a tactic that I used at the end of last year to test this game out, and it fits the system here at Brighton. Last thing we're going to do part of this episode is we're going to pick our team for what I think is going to be our first half of the year team. Got to try not make any transfers for the first half of the year to give it that feel. At the same time, I will let you guys know that if the right player becomes available, I may just do it. Now, we obviously know that Sanchez needs to go in here, which is fine. Steele's the backup keeper. We know that too. Now, Dunk, I would imagine, is our best centre-back with Webster. So we are going to go with Dunk and Webster. And Dunk is going to go on one side and Webster on the other. Webster left-footed or right-footed? Either-footed, even better. All right, Veltman on the bench is one centre-back. Van Heck, I have a lot of time for an FM, will be on the other side as well. If you are wondering why somehow I clicked on his name. If you are wondering why my attributes are like this, I have my golden attributes in yellow because they're the creme de la creme golden stats, and the green in the good attributes because I associate green with good. People have it different. I run it like that. Now, we got Lamptey, who I think will be right back off the top of my head. I know he doesn't get used a lot in real life because he's lack of fitness and he always come back from injury and stuff like that. I think in this, he would be fantastic. The 21-year-old with a lot of potential. Saying that, though, there's a guy called Solly March, and I'm interested to see where he goes. Now, Salcedo's in there. In Wepu, I don't know if he's in the game or not because it'd be interesting to see him. But yeah, Solly March, I think for me, could be a wing-back on either side. I love Solly March, so we're going to get him as a wing-back backup. as well. Because a Stupian would be my wing back on the other side. I love the look of a Stupian. I think a Stupian's fantastic, and there we go. Why is all of a sudden we can't click on their name? Maybe it's just changed where you can click. But yeah, Stupian's a wing back on attack, 24 years of age, has a little bit of potential. There we go. What does my scout say of a 3-star player? Decent to good. Okay, so anyone over 4 stars is really good. So that's nice. So far, the team looks okay. Right, now we need to fill in some backup players. Adam Lallana, look, we'll probably try and get him on the bench somewhere if we can. That's fine. McAllister probably goes in the hole straight away. I used this guy in my Fulham save. He was my backup 10 in my Fulham save at the end of last year, so I have a lot of affiliation. By the way, though, great vision, great passing, great ability. I play with an attacking mid, very good on the ball, and young enough to still develop. I think we're going to do that as well. Billy Gilmore, potential, decent player. I think Billy's good enough to be in and around the bench. So let's get Billy Gilmore into the bench there as well. Alana probably can get into the bench as well. Levi Colwell, loan from Chelsea. Look, I have no time for him, Dim, but we'll get him in and around. Trossard, now, for me, I don't know where I should play him. Could play him out here as a wing-back. Could play him out wide, but I don't use wingers. Could play him in the hole, but I think McAllister's better. I'm actually going to play him up front as an advanced forward. Got the pace, got the off the ball, and got the dribbling ability. I think Lissandro Trossard plays up top with a man by the name of Daniel Welbeck, who I think this year's been really good for Brighton. More importantly, as a pressing forward, physical and work rate. So let's get him in. I think that's great. Solly March is the backup left back, so he goes on that side. I still haven't come across a backup right back yet. Pascal Gross, sentiment on attack. For me, the 31-year-old German is going to play. He's got good stamina. He's got ability to be on the ball. Does lack some tackling ability, but very good dead ball specialist. So I think we're going to get him out into the team. Motor's injured, 23 years of age. Very decent footballer. Definitely see a bit of him. This guy I'm going to try and sell. Sarmento, don't particularly like him. Depends what they want. People want him on loan. I'll probably just loan him out. Dennis Undav, obviously a decent player, but not particularly great. Loves a finish, though. I will get Dennis to the bench, though, as well. And then we're looking at the rest of the squad, and we're like, okay, the rest of the squad's kind of picked itself. So there we go. Not the biggest squad, means Colwell probably makes the bench there, too. And there we are. So that's your team there. We still need to pick a player in the Mazzala. Solly March can play a Mazzala role. Billy Gilmore to start as a Mazzala? Could do. Could start Billy Gilmore as a Mazzala. Adam Lallana, I don't think plays. He's still pretty good, but yeah. Gross doesn't have the ability to run to play Mazzala, so I'll just put him here. So there we are. We're about a midfielder short, but apart from that, not bad. Now, the development centre hasn't really changed too much. You've got a couple of good young guys. You've got Evan Ferguson, who I think, if you go here in general, is our best young player. 17-year-old, very good Irish lad. I'm going to move him into the senior squad straight away, but make him available for the under-18s for 90. And the other one that we have here as well is a winger. So to be fair, at 18, this Paraguay guy looks pretty nice. He's pretty decent. Move him into the senior squad. Available for the 18s for 90. And I think this guy is going to learn to play attacking midfielder. Because he's got the ability to run and the agility. And, yeah, okay. Julio looks fantastic. We need one more midfielder. Is there an under-21 player that we'll like skip past or anything? No. Interesting. Okay, nice. See why Brighton play with 5 at the back so they can play Veltman and then have that. That's fair enough. Okay, not too bad. Just for namesake, we're just going to put Billy Gilmore there right now as well. That's kind of how we're going to look so far at the minute. I think we're in a really good spot. YouTube, in terms of my part, there's a couple of the key aspects of this year's game. We're going to definitely highlight more in episode 2 and beyond. That's the team. That's the breakdown. If I'm going to sign any player in our first window, it is going to be a midfielder, but that's really it to play Mazzala. Apart from that, that's how the team looks at the minute. You've got 2 really good centre-backs, 2 good attacking wing-backs that are only going to grow. Salcedo's one of the best wonder kids in the game, I believe, at the minute too. You've got Grob and Billy Gilmore, who you know, it is what it is there. It's probably lacking a bit of speed and a little bit of whatever. McAllister in the hole, though, with Trossard and Welbeck look fantastic as well. Until next time, I'll see you guys probably for match day number 1 of gameplay and, of course, some new features. Till then, catch you later. Bye.